Welcome back, everybody. I appreciate you coming in. Turn this down just a little bit so I can hear myself. What we're going to do today is work on our game. Art's not done. Bosses aren't done. Cards aren't done. Combat's not done. Balance not done. So many things need to happen. But what we're going to do today is we're going to finish kind of a prerequisite for the bosses. And what that means is we're going to create the slime boss, which is already kind of present in the game. But we're going to give him his own basic abilities. It's only going to be, let's see, 2 abilities. And then we're going to go into a final state, which will allow one of the abilities to kind of be upgraded. And so it's basically going to be 3 abilities. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm expecting this stream to be very quick. Maybe like a 30-minute stream. I'm hoping. Let me see what we have here in the workspace. I'm going to clear out what we don't need. There's probably going to be a lot of it. I'm likely not going to need this. Game. This is something to debug. We're going to set our wave number to 5, which is going to be the boss. We have the boss parent here. I'm trying to move it over. We can make her sometimes finicky. I believe that we're streaming on YouTube, so let me go ahead and get that open just in case anybody comes by, wants to hang out a little bit. What else are we gonna do? That's pretty much it. I want to enter kind of like a Bonkai state. What the fuck? Just gonna write something. Okay. Hopefully I should be able to see everything while it's being paused. Anyway, let me get started. First thing I want to do is open up our boss. But you know what, before that even, I will do that now. Let's see here. We need the slime boss. Got him here. Doesn't have a sprite, but that's okay. It's alright. Here's all of his sprites. Let's make him green. We've got a color down here. Oh, it's not even there. Excuse me. So we can open it up here. And I think down below in the create event, there's a color. Right now I'm just kind of making it to where this character is kind of his own, and you can see that through these means. So what I'm gonna do for now is actually comment these out, run the game, and you can see what we got going on. But before that, let me just open up Game Maker Live. This is a plugin that allows me to update the code while it's live without having to recompile. Sometimes it gets a little finicky, and you can't do stuff that doesn't have a step event, something that's always reoccurring. Otherwise, you have to like restart. It gets kind of in the gray zone. So let me just show you what we got here. We got this boss. We got two kind of like health pools up here. It's one health bar, but it's like separated into 2. This guy does quite a bit of damage. I want to reduce that, and also I want to make it where it's, I don't know, a little bit more apparent. So here it just went into the next stage, and while doing so I can't hurt him. One more thing I want to do is actually change his health pool and damage. So let's do that now. That'll be in game. Unfortunately, we did close that. in the create event, we have a database down below with all the enemies. Boss Slime, he's got, it kind of shows down here, 1,000 at max HP. Let's, I like the 1,000, but I want to get there quicker. So I'm actually just going to do 500. And then damage instead of 300, let's do 50. Oop, 50. This attack range is pretty far, but a lot of these things don't matter so much because for bosses, they're going to have their own kind of attack stuff. And we can find that over in the attack here. So add enemy attack. Interestingly enough, what is this? The attack range for it. Attack cooldown in seconds. That's quite long. Let's make it where this character has a faster one. Maybe every 3 seconds. And then the hit frame number is going to be that, but it doesn't show us. It doesn't show us like what sprite I'm supposed to be using. So that's interesting. Might have to update it. It's just been so long since I've kind of done any of this stuff, which needs to change. Okay, so slime boss. Let's make it also to where we have a different color. Like I said, here's our current color, which is like this pink. I'm gonna go ahead and redo it to slimes are generally green. Outline color, it's fine. And then this one, let's do, I'll just do a green. I doubt that updates here. Need to restart just in case. Oh wow, it does. There you go. Now that didn't update game, even though we have a live auto up at the top. Don't know why I'm kind of explaining all of it. Oh, we don't. Well, that's weird. Auto call. Don't think it'll make a difference now, though. Yeah, no. Yeah. So now let's make it aware he's got a different attack. I've got a couple of attacks in mind, but really I just want to make 2 attacks, very basic, maybe just shooting projectiles. So he's just gonna shoot a one colored projectile, then he's gonna shoot a different colored projectile, and once he goes into that Bankai kind of state, that last phase, I want him to maybe change the attack color of both or one. It doesn't really matter. I just kind of want to signify, you know, show it off. Enemy attack in it. Create. Property. Current number of attacks is going to be this array. So enemy attack array. With this enemy. Enemy ID. Okay, so it's my ID. We're setting an array of our attack number, and then the property number is going to be this value. Okay. So each attack array is going to hold several things. Attack range, cooldown, max cooldown. Yeah, that makes sense. And then hit frame in the attack. Current frame in attack, max frame in attack. Not done. These aren't here for some reason, they're somewhere else. Okay, and so in the step event, We have a phase with event inherited, and that's here. The boss parent. Huh. Okay, so are we all using, the enemy parent is also using that new system? It's just been so long. Attacks. Excuse me. Holy. Okay, my attack array. Sick. Okay. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about here is that we're not using a different sprite. So that might make it to where we have to change some code. But other than that, it seems like it's working. However, how do I change my attack? It's attack instance thing, script execute. Just execute this script. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. I think it would be better if that was part of the attack, is that we bring in a script, some kind of function. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna have to do that. Alright, so here let's go ahead and add in we're gonna go init script step script. Eventually we'll add in a sprite as well. Then in here we'll do init script step script. Both will be set to equals to no one. So that means that these are optional. Property value, init script, step script, step bro, new value. What are these? Attack property, set enemy attack property, attack number, enemy ID. Okay. And by default, attack number is 0. Set kind of strange. I feel like this should be this. I'm fine with it though. Very strange. I feel like those are not needed. Bah. Okay. So then it'd be like this. Adding a comma here will just forego the optional or parameter. And I don't want to use this anymore. So in the parent, it would be this. We're going reverse order, that's why. Yeah. Okay. I'll do it like this though. This attacks step script is equal to, as long as it's not equal to no one. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a init script? Okay. Then here we need to do init. And then wherever we have step, okay. Goodness. So now we've converted this from going from one attack only and then having to do edge case stuff to making it to where they can all have however many attacks that they want. And this will make it easier for us to add in the boss's attacks. Now, I'm going to check and see where else this is being created. Going to get rid of it here. And find them elsewhere. Just real quick. Oh, how did I do this? Yeah, okay. So it's in all of them, and I'd like to remove them. The fuck is that? They are not playing the same game. I wonder why I did anim. Like attack animate? Weird. This is worthless. What the fuck is that? Sometimes I don't know what I was coding, man. It made sense at the time, I'm sure, but... Hit frame and attack animation, sweet. And... attacks per second. If I said attack cooldown seconds, what the fuck is that? So I think it goes, here's my attacks per second. Let's say it's 4 attacks per second. We do 4 divided by 1. And if I said it's slower, so like 0.5 attacks. Let me look one more time, hold on. I think we just leave it like that. Not 100% sure what this does either. I'm not worried about it. Let's look at the other ones. Archer time. Bam. We're gonna go. What the fuck? It's in all of them. This is probably gonna break everything. Melee. Alright, there you go, melee. The other one was probably for maybe projectiles. I can only imagine. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, these are the same. Okay. Large. I'm not gonna worry about the rest of the bosses. Actually, I guess I am. For now, you guys can just be this. King, Sloth, and Slime. There should be one more though. This should be Angel. I'm missing one. Not too worried about it at the moment. Let me get rid of these guys, these bozos. Yeah. I don't think I need that anymore either. Actually, let me just double check. Yeah. So it's not needed there, and it's not needed in the create event here. So I'm gonna find it and get it out of here. Go on and get. Now, finally, I would like to just create a projectile. And I think that we actually have one. Let's do Archer. Enemy attack. You have your initial and your step event. And initialization does nothing. That's fine. Step event. Let's go ahead and look into this. Has started the attack animation is equal to true. Current once it hits that, do this. Bam. I wonder why I need this as a instance variable. Uncertain. Let's see this here. Only referenced one time. Yeah, that's fine. Spawning a projectile, and let me just double check that. Is equal to my projectile sprite. Yeah, unfortunately, it's kinda scuffed. Let's go. First of all, we'll do boss, bosses. Create groups, slime. And then here we'll create script. Okay. This will give us an error. Enemy attack. It's hard to stay awake. I don't get the point of that. Enemy attack step. We're gonna go with slime boss. But we're gonna go enemy attack Yeah, I think I'll name it that. There's gonna be multiple attacks and all that. And there's no way of getting out of here. Like, this should always then keep on proccing. So I'm unsure, but we need to rename this. Bam. Then I said spawn projectile, but I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna rename this to spawn my projectile. And anywhere that I have this, I'm going to rename it to my projectile, because this is a more unique to me projectile. Place everything, yes. Let's go inside here. Oh, cool. Now what I want is, we're gonna create a script, a new one. Oh shucks. I'm gonna copy, paste that, and this one's going to be spawn projectile. We might actually use them both. Spawn projectile. Alright, so we want X, Y direction. We're going to want a lot more. Hey, don't worry about it. You were cooking? Nice. I won't be too much longer. Even the few things that I wanted to get done, I had to backtrack and like figure out my code, but then also had to like do more stuff on top of it. Like right now, I have spawn projectile, and it's like great, but whenever you look in spawn, this was the spawn my projectile. I just renamed it. And whenever you look, it's supposed to have whatever's casting this spawn projectile is supposed to have all of these variables. And that's great. That's absolutely fine, especially for all of the enemies that only have one attack. But then, of course, I have now bosses, and instead of doing special cases, I want to make it where I can spawn a projectile and assign all this. So that's what I'm going to do now. Why is this given sass? Oh. So do you don't have to watch or nothing. You go ahead and lurk. Do your thing. You know what? I'm gonna do. Might as well make it a little easier. We'll do speed. What the fuck does attack range have to do with anything? Oh, right, because it destroys itself. Damn, there's a lot of variables. I'll watch solo anyway. So here both. Okay. Solo again, wow. I started watching Demon Slayer. Fire damage, slow amount. I don't know what damage array does. There is a limit though to how many parameters you can have. So these ones I will not put knockback amount. I will. Interesting. I don't think I can do a function in there. Son of a bitch. Maybe I can. Attack range, I'm okay with 300. Piercing count, 1 or maybe 0. Bounce count 0. Damage array, I don't know what this means. I'll just put 1 in there. But I'll look into it real quick. Give me a second. I'll do 10 and then I'll leave that one as the default. And then my damage array, let's look into it. Looks like 3.0 is the default. $200. So I'm assuming it's physical damage and magical damage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. So over here in our database for the boss slime, we put down 50 for damage, but what does that really mean? What does that mean? Well, we have an enemy property. Looks like damage is one of them. So then we need to be able to get that. Enemy boss slime. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. This is the wrong one now. For slime, let me just paste that. And what was the new one that we're creating here? Bam, right there. Slime. Bam. And now that we open that up, take that from the clipboard to the clipboard, and in our damage array, this projectiles damage is equal to, and I'm assuming we have a get enemy attack property. Wow, why do we have such a specific thing? I don't like that usually. What is the property that we're getting? And interesting, we have an enemy property. Enemy property dot, we're wanting the damage. And I guess we have to fill this in too. That's kind of strange to me. Enemy number. Do we have a script to get our number? Number ID to instance number. No. That's not it. So type, enemy my type. My enemy type. Okay. I'm gonna do this is equal to my enemy type. So now it's an optional parameter. Doesn't really change anything, although now I don't have to do this, because otherwise I was gonna have to put in my type, my enemy type. Not a big deal, like I said. We are cooking though, we're getting there. What is this here? Why are you giving me sass? Oh, it's only used once. Duh, silly goose. And then we'll do 0. This will be a completely physical damage attack. And I'm going to hit run, and I'm hoping it just works. The thing is, though, before I even hit play, hit frame and attack animation, this should not be a singular thing. Current frame and attack animation. These things should be I mean, maybe I'm resetting. Maybe I'm setting them. Per attack. So whenever it comes its time, this has already been set. We can find that out. I'm pretty sure that's here. Step, attack, that's not good, because that means it's only for one attack. You can only have one attack ever. But it'll still work for now. I'm going to change this because that is not good. But anyway, can it still run the game? This attack num is not equal. Not set before reading it. It's equal to step script. Boss parent, enemy parent, step 150. Looks like I have something wrong here. Enemy parent, step 150. This attack num. It doesn't know what that is. Attack number. Wah. Wah. Ugh. Hit me. Ugh. And he himself does not do any damage. Interesting. Okay. Here's Slime Boss 1. Let me close all these out, though. Because now what I want to test is, can I make it a different color? Trail color. Let's do... Man, there's so many little things. Trail color, let's go with C. Let's try, what color should we do? Let's do blue. Hey, let's go. Okay. That's pretty cool. So this is significant because once it goes into this other phase, we can actually do something with it. Such as, let's make it to where we'll do this. If, what's this called here? I forget the phase. Previous phase, no. Current phase is equal to this. It's very unintuitive. I think I would like to switch this over to like whatever max is, but at the same time, it does kind of make sense too. So we're kind of in a weird limbo situation. Let me just do current health phase equal to 1. Oh, should it be 1? We're not using current health phase anywhere else, are we? Wow, we're not even doing that. The wording of these suck. Because I'm not too sure what we're even talking about. Max phases 2. Okay. Starting phase, I'm assuming, is what this was supposed to be, the current. And then the actual current phase, while it's at 2, once it gets to 1, that's one of the big ones, one of the big boys. So I'll switch these out in a second once I figure out that this is indeed what it's supposed to be. So if we're in the previous phase is equal to 1, and I might do a enum for this. If it is indeed in the last stage, last phase, you can increase damage or whatever, but I'm going to change out the trail color. It's equal to, we'll do red, and then over here it'll be, just to doubly change it up, we'll do green. And then use that trail color over here. Yeah. Let's run it. So it's red now, once I slap them around a little bit. Okay. Now it should be green. Let's go. Let's go ahead and change one thing. We'll make the slime boss have multiple phases. So over here, bam, we'll do his phases, and let's give him 3 phases. Run it. I'm hoping to see that it does not change the trail color from one phase to the next until it gets to the last stage. That way we can alter our attacks based on stages. Oh, it's not even showing it. What? This is the correct one. Alright, where's our display screen? Because that's ridiculous. Oh, it says we're not even using that. Oh, we're using enemyboss.parent. Hello? This is existing. It may be correct, but I don't think that this is actually, it's not even being used. But even still, we're using max health phase. Of this guy right here. Only one's supposed to be created, so I'm not too sure what's going on. Let me run it. I don't know. It shouldn't exist if there's like other ones. Since it's finding one, 3, yeah. Total lines is two lines. Boy, why are you not drawing that? Oh shit. This is doing absolutely nothing. Which is fine, do whatever you want, but up here... So I need to find out where this is at. Excuse me. Yes. I'm not too sure what's going on here. I don't think that you're supposed to put any phases here, bud. I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna replace all of this. Total phases. And we're gonna do Total phases is equal to... Again, a little bit scuffed, but I think that'll be alright. That's supposed to be 3 total phases. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing in code. I don't know if I need to subtract it by 1 or not. I'm just gonna run it and then we'll see. Hey, let's go. Okay, so now I can actually test it again. So red should be red here. Oh, hit me actually. Okay. And now green. Let's go. So I think I'll go ahead and end the stream here. I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, Jessica. And I'll see you soon. Not a whole lot done today, but it's alright. It's okay. We cooking. Don't forget to save your work. Good night.